Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ben, Architect Ben, and today I just want to make small sense. You know, I've heard a lot of people speaking out against Seun Kuti and his endorsement of Sowore over VDM, probably based on what transpired between VDM and Sowore and VDM masking, Sowore. So a lot of commentaries came in. Seun is a salad. Seun is a betrayer. Seun is jealous. Seun is this, Seun is that. And the unfortunate thing is, most of us are not in Seun's shoes, or most of us are not Seun. And what best influenced his decision to come out public and stand with Sowore against VDM? For me, I can attribute so many reasons why Seun decided to publicly endorse or support Sowore against VDM. Yes, VDM may or might have been his friend, but don't forget something. When did VDM and Seun become friends? When did their friendship start? When did they start hanging out? Or when did they start, doing stuff together? In one of Seun's video, he said even VDM has slept in his apartment, his house. Why Sowore hasn't? But because VDM has slept in his house, doesn't mean that he values VDM over Sowore. No. Sowore lives, probably stays in Lagos or has a property in Lagos, so he doesn't have any reason why he should sleep in Seun's house. Or he has a lot of other friends, senior friends, that he could stay with if at all he doesn't have a place in Lagos, that he will probably prefer staying with than going to stay with the Seun who is far, is junior when it comes to age or younger than himself. Now, I tried to look at some things and some reasons why Seun would have, preferred siding with Sowore against VDM, who, to some extent, they are more of a closer age grade than Sowore and Seun. And some of the things, that's my own thought, really, not anyone's thought. That's my own thought. You can put your own thought down in the comment section, what you think or why you feel or what made you or what you think made Seun, side with Sowore against VDM. Now, I looked at some basic indicators or indices that would have propelled Seun to have done that. And one of the things I looked at was history. I said before, when did VDM and Seun actually become friends? That was recent. Seun and VDM became friends when VDM hit the limelight, when he became, when he became known all over, when he started going viral. I think that was when Seun and VDM became closer friends. That's my speculation. That's my own thought anyway. But I believe that's when they became friends, when VDM started becoming known, and Seun as well, being there. Seun has been there ever since. I know Seun ever since, even while his dad was still alive, when the contest was there, that when the father passed, who would take over the Egypt 80 band? Is it Seun or Femi? I've known Seun all this while, but VDM was probably nowhere to be found then. VDM just started, like he said, by himself a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago. Now, when you look at the history, Seun has been there with his dad, and Sowore, I assume, has been in their lives as well. As an activist of those days, definitely he must know Baba Fela. Definitely. So Seun will have known Sowore for a long time before now. And based on that knowledge of Sowore and the relationship probably Sowore has with his dad as well, because from what the sister was saying in one of the videos, that Sowore is like a father to them, meaning that Sowore has been in their lives all this while, even while the dad was still alive. So, having this fracas between Very Dark Man and Sowore, definitely they want to they want to side with someone that probably acts like a father. When Fela passed, Sowore has always showed up and always shown support to them, and they feel they owe him that allegiance, they owe him that respect, and they owe him that duty to defend him against anyone they just got to know recently. So I believe the history of Sowore and their father and their family is what played out, or is one of the factors that played out that made Seun come out to actually side with Sowore against Very Dark Man. I think that's one of the reasons why I feel that was it. Then secondly, I look at benefits. Some might say benefit what? Seun is making money from his song and from his father's royalties. So what are the benefits? Benefits are not just financial. You know, benefits are not just financial. Benefits can come in terms of support when you need it. What kind of support? When there are issues, when there are troubles, when there are that probably Sowore has always been there. Don't forget there was a time Seun entered into trouble with the authorities when he slapped a policeman, in front of his wife, and there was real uproar across the country. I believe Sowore was one of those people that really, settled stuff and quieting things down, and that's one we knew, or that's one we saw. Probably Seun must have entered into a lot of troubles before, or his family members, one or two, going into such things, and Sowore would have stood by them, to protect them and to, chip in a word or two to make sure that, hey, everything is quiet and rosy again. No one threatens them. No one, they protect them. It's like a shield, that they can always call upon when the chips are down. So those benefits are always there. Probably they feel Sowore has been a benefactor to them in that regard, and they also owe him a duty to defend his name when such an issue comes up. So benefit is there now, but that's in the past, now, and in the future. So they're still looking far ahead. We are humans. We always think that that benefits you more. Another thing I want to look at is, like I said, loyalty. Seun feels he's more loyal to Sowore based on all I've said before, based on the antecedents and the history that has come along. Seun feels he's loyal, and that's why even not just Seun, the sister came out as well to stand firmly by Sowore against VDM. Now, what's that loyalty? You have done this much for us, and we owe you a duty to protect your name and to protect your image, and your enemy becomes our enemy. That's how I look at the whole story, because of how much I believe Sowore has been in their lives and done stuff for them. It's just natural for them to owe him that loyalty, and because of that, they feel that, fight Sowore, you're fighting us. It's our right and our duty to protect his name and to show to him that we are loyal yesterday, we are loyal today, and forever will be loyal. Because why? We've gotten a lot of benefits from you as an individual. So that's another reason why I think Seun is standing firmly by Sowore. So that's the thing. Then another reason I'm looking at is Seun is looking at the longer picture, foresight, and he's trying to weigh the two. Why, or who do I think will be of benefit to me more and my family in the future? And it feels naturally Sowore. Now, don't forget, Sowore is an aspirant, presidential aspirant. Now, if and when he becomes the president, if and when regulations becomes the president, Seun feels he will benefit more from Sowore than VDM, who has said, I will never go into politics. Politics is not my thing. I will never. I would rather raise rattles and make them get into political positions. But as for me and myself, I won't be a politician. Never. Cross my heart. That's what VDM said. So Seun feels that in the future, Sowore will be more of benefit to him and his family, those way he has always been, than VDM. So why don't you just side with the person you feel that in the future will be of benefit to you? If you are to be shown today, what will you think or what will you say? Then another realm of speculation that people are saying, and I feel from my own, from me, it might be part of it, is I wouldn't call it envy or jealousy, but Seun right now feels VDM. We all know VDM is a household name now, not just back home. I'm in the UK and I'm talking about VDM. Seun knows that VDM has a spread now. It's everywhere. Nobody thought, nobody believed that a son of nobody with no actual backing from his parents or relatives can single-handedly come up like this and be on their own, not being under anybody's shadow. Because truth be told, Seun is still living under his father's shadow up until today. Everything Seun has gained and is still gaining is based on his father's name, fella, not Seun. And in one of my videos, I think one of the videos I talked about, Seun, it is high time for Seun to step out of his father's shadows and create an image and a shadow for himself, where his own kids can also be under, because it is high time. So based on that, you can imagine that VDM came from nowhere, a son of nobody, like he said himself, VDM, from the streets, from the gutters, and today he's a household name that when he speaks, authority listens. So I think Seun is also thinking about that. Come on, this son of nobody today coming to stand firm and is having problem with somebody like Sowore that I've gotten to know for a long time, and he could stand shoulder to shoulder with Sowore right now. Man, let me just take side with Sowore and make him feel, where he belongs. Even though you've come from the gutters and you're here and people can hear your voice, doesn't mean you can rub shoulders with my boss, which is Sowore. So I need to put it to sides and take sides with Sowore. I think that's true. That can also be one of the reasons why he did what he did. Envy, jealousy, make your choice. It's your thing to say which one of them it is. But truth be told, Seun should have played neutral, but it's difficult to play neutral in some circumstances. And depending on the relationship that Sowore and Seun has, if Seun hadn't come out to stand by Sowore, probably Sowore would have been thinking, come on man, this is my boy. Is it that he's grown so much in love with VDM and he can't publicly attest to the fact that, I shouldn't be disrespected. But the truth is, I don't believe that Sowore will have looked at Seun from that angle, even if Seun had not said anything. What I expected Seun to have done was to have mediated between the both of them. Come on, my guy. This thing you are doing against Egbon is not right. Please, I want to just calm down. Yeah, you are angry that Egbon stepped into this arena with his big boots and his big shoes, and he's trying to control or perceive to want to control you and take absolute control of your right. But I want you to just step down a little bit and just go slow, please. I want you and Egbon to just settle this matter. You're my guy, and this is my big bro. I want you to just please desist and just stop all this. That's what I feel Seun will have done, and probably call Sowore and say, look, Egbon, Daddy, this is my friend. This is my friend. I think just look at him as your son as well, and see how you can just overlook what he said or what he did, or call him and talk with him, and just try to tell him that, look, step down on this case and let this thing go. I'm involved right now. That's what I expected Seun to have done. Mediate between them and make it, because it's a case of someone who is like your father now against someone who is a friend or perceived friend or so-called friend. That's what I felt Seun would have done. And if he had done that without coming public and pick sides, I don't think he would have you're having these backlashes having today against the Rattles. And choice of words. Come on, no matter how angry you feel you are, don't call Rattles rat. Yeah, even though the word rat is in the whole thing Rattles, but come on, that's the meaning. Look at how much they're coming at you right now, and you're already feeling the heat and complaining. But I feel that VDM, VDM is more of your age range and a bro to you than Egbon Sowore, who is more on the upper side of the age spectrum. So for others who are in this kind of predicament, ask for wisdom from God and use that wisdom to solve situations, not to create more problems for yourself and for those who are close to you. That's what I believe. Well, that's my little sense today. I hope this helps Seun. If he's listening to me, try and get back to VDM. You unfollow yourselves. That doesn't make any sense. Try to go back to VDM, have a chat with him, and come back together again because you have a longer time with VDM than with Sowore. If you look at the age spectrum. I hope this helps. Thank you once again for watching. Thank you for listening. And please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. And also turn on that notification button so that when I post the next video, you're notified. Thank you once again. God bless you.